Irgendwas mit Bier?
Irgendwas mit Bier. This is a premiere for me because this is my first show in English. Also my first show where I visited most of the breweries and I met all of the brewers from most of the beers, and I have pictures to show. And we have Ian Faulkner from Elmshorn, who has a lovely brewery there, Simian Ales. And we have Ben Bernscheider, who does not have a brewery.
No.
And is
Sadly not.
probably the opposite of a beer connoisseur.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because I like that contrast. So we're going to kick it off with a PBR. Ben's go-to beer, so to say.
Well, it's not my go-to beer in Germany. I
Right.
wouldn't dare, and I wouldn't think of it. But the thing is that since we managed to hop over to LA every year since, well, in the last 8 years, I need an American beer to drink my 8 beers, what I drink before I go to bed. And so I always have to choose between PBR, which the first time we went there, it went to be from a very hillbilly and forgotten brand to something very hipster, and it became like the synonym for hipsters.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why we took it. But now I changed. The last two years I changed to Bud Light.
okay.
And you know why? Because I started to drink Bud Light on ice.
Okay, here we go. I personally also don't, I would always rather drink a beer on ice than a warm beer, period.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I'm English, so
You need to go.
I think you'll understand what I'm going to say.
From Asterix, we learned that you guys drink warm beer and have something. Okay.
We'll have one beer. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what it's.
It's water with a bit.
But the can is too small.
No, but I like
it. Has to be a 40.
Nah,
PBR comes in 40s, no?
Yeah, but not for me.
Okay.
I only drink. The thing is that since my 16th
How much
birthday,
alcohol does it have?
I hadn't had one day off drinking.
16?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in hospital for 10 days, so I couldn't drink. But the thing is that I was never in my life was I drunk since I was like 20. Because I drink one an hour. I start at 6 and I stop at 1. So I have 7 beers, 1 an hour.
Okay. I'm assuming 6 p.m. to 1 in the morning or 6 in the morning?
No, sir. 6 p.m. to 1 in the morning.
Okay.
And then we go to bed.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm training.
this is a vacation beer without a vacation.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I missed the pool. I missed the pool.
It's not a bad beer.
So then, now I have a question. There has been a lot of debate on how to properly pour a beer. Are you able to tell me how to properly pour a beer? Are you supposed to create a lot of foam and gas so it settles, or are you supposed to pour slowly?
I think it depends on your taste, how carbonated you would like the beer. Because if you throw the beer in, you lose a lot of carbonation. But a lot of people like beer that's not so carbonated. And then there's the idea of the beautiful white heads that you have to create. You know?
But that's not a very English thing, though.
No.
What's your stance?
Well, in England we have pints. So the glass has to be absolutely brimming full, otherwise it's not a pint.
And they have this device that they skim the top.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So
I think this is the last one we cheer with because it gets hard work.
Get boring.
Okay, cool.
Pretty much the same.
It's
just a
I don't know.
Well,
It's something different.
It could be completely the same beer.
There's no difference whatsoever.
No deviation.
It's no difference whatsoever. It's,
No deviation. No.
Which makes it also not a bad beer.
There's
a slight hoppiness at the back of the flavour. Very, very slight hoppiness.
And a lot of watery nothingness.
Well, the first one was more nothingness than this one.
Even
This one's got
okay.
slight hoppiness to it.
So would you say
fun.
that this is the champagne of beers?
Most definitely.
No.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, if it was a champagne of beers, it would be more bubbly, no? It would have to be more bubbly.
Well, it comes with
It'd be more
coke and
expensive.
prostitutes.
I do like, though, the name champagne of beers. It's pretty clever. I like that. Very likely. Okay, so back to you, though, Ian. 5 years ago, you moved from Hamburg to Elmshorn, but 6 years ago, you moved from where to where?
6 years ago,
Well-
I moved from Ottensen to Amsterdam.
Fuck off. But at some point, you must have moved from England to Hamburg.
Yeah, no. So
Why
I
was
left England as a young man at the age of 24 in 2004.
How old are you now?
42, is it? 42? 1980.
I thought you were in the late 20s.
Oh,
What?
come
Stop
on.
confusing me.
So yeah, I left England in 2004, moved to Prague with the idea to travel the world and teach English. And I sort of met a German girl in Prague who took me to Berlin and then to Hamburg, and I've been in Hamburg since 2010.
Okay. And have you always been a brewer?
No.
So are you a brewmeister, as we would say in German?
No, self-trained.
So you're just a brewer?
Just
kidding. So we have a Mexican-style lager by Boomtown Brewery, Los Angeles Arts District, made by this fabulous gentleman. That's his brewery. That's him drinking it.
This is a German rapper called Shindy.
Shandy.
Now, forget it. Those rappers.
Because
always the
when I was just over there, I started a series of, in total, hopefully 12, maybe 15 portraits of brewers.
Nice location.
same. Aber sehr schön.
Show you that, and then I'll cut it in. The idea was that I'd have an exhibition, hopefully sometime this year, showing portraits of brewmasters or brewers. They don't have to be masters, and I believe we have a meeting about that on Thursday.
We do, yeah.
Hallertau hops. I'm looking forward to this one.
Let's have a look.
That's weird because mostly you know European brewers importing American hops.
Yeah.
But American brewers
Aussie.
importing German hops? That's...
Bad Ombre. I like the name. Yeah, I'm more the hops fan.
This feels good. Oh, sorry.
That's a really good beer.
I think it's good.
Really solid.
And it's
For what it is, a Mexican
Yeah.
lager, yeah? A Mexican lager, you think, like, it's got to be clean, it's got to be slightly spicy in a way, it's got to be completely crisp, and I think they've done a very good job.
Good.
That's a testimonial.
All right, round number 2. We're now drinking Ian's own and go-to beer. It's called Minas Talus, which is what language and what does it mean? A dry hop lager.
It's a dry hop lager, and it's what we call a single hop beer. Sorry, it's been shaken up on the tray a little bit. So it's a single hop beer, and the hop is called Talus.
Heard of that one?
You heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Where's it from?
America, brand new.
Of course. We sent our halatawa over there. They sent us here. It's like a hops exchange.
Yeah.
Not just you.
Okay, and when
now-
No.
Sorry, I just finished with the name.
Yes, please.
Very quick
No,
explanation. So I had to Google what Talus actually means. Yeah. It's a really good hop. It's a really interesting hop.
Yeah.
And Talus has 2 meanings. So it's the Greek god of agriculture. I'm sure that's why they chose the name for the hop. But it also means a medieval castle. It's a protection at the beginning of the outer wall of the castle to stop people putting ladders and attacking the castle.
Yeah.
So that is the meaning that I took. And I'm a bit of a Lord of the Ringtones fan. So
Lord of the Ringtones.
I remember Minas Tirith, the castle, you know. So Talus, Tirith, it sounds similar. So there we go.
Okay.
So,
And how would you?
But yeah, cheers.
Yeah, I'll try it first.
bit different to the last beers.
Yeah, but that's more my cup of beer. I love that.
Those eyes.
Tell me something. It's great. You probably do the best beer. But are we moving a bit to the IPA section?
This is, I've had people say to me, in my brewery, we have a tap room in the brewery, and I had a girl there actually a couple of weeks ago, and she was drinking this all night, and she kept coming to the bar and saying, another IPA please, and I knew what she was drinking, so I poured her a Talus. But you're right, like, it's hopped.
Yeah, it's the hoppiness, no?
That's the way, it's like 50-50 and okay.
But the difference is it's a lager, so it's very crisp and clean, and it's only 4.5% alcohol, so you can drink too many of them.
And does it have like a little salty note?
I know what you mean. I think it's the.
This is what I like.
It's
I like if it's
It's part of the characteristics of the hop. So Talus. Talus. If you read the description of the hop, it says rose petals, grapefruit, and floral sort of flowers, and it's.
But it's strictly Reinheitsgebot, right?
Strictly Reinheitsgebot.
How many different beers Simian has?
So we've got about 6 core beers, so 6 beers that we make all of the time, and then we have a couple of seasonal beers. So we have a summer ale, we have a smoked stout in the winter, and then we have just one-off beers that we brew sometimes, you know.
And you make the Silbersack house beer, no?
We make the Silbersack house beer. We make a house beer for the Eldorado Music Bar on Wohlstrasse.
On what Straße?
Wohlstrasse.
Ah, Wohlwill, okay.
Opposite the
Have you
Hasper
been
there.
You have never not been to Wohlwillstraße.
I haven't since 15 years. I haven't been to the Keats.
The Keats, yeah.
I'm an old man, dude.
I go to the Keats all the time because St. Pauli plays there. Every second week I'm there.
You're young at heart.
Thank you very much. Okay, but that was a very lovely transition
Well, yes,
to
yes,
you.
yes. Oh,
because
yeah.
we haven't really introduced you, have we?
Yeah.
So,
I do my drink.
I can't really remember how I first came across you. Guessing it was on the interwebs.
Yes, interwebs.
I'm guessing.
Probably.
Yeah, tell me about you.
Can you remember what year it was, maybe? Now, just to do it like really quick.
We're not letting get wasted this, are we? No, it was definitely before Corona, but I would say in the last 4 or 5 years. You don't want any, correct? I'm assuming we're not wasting this.
Yeah. Then I already turned photographer because I was a copywriter in Hamburg.
Yeah.
And 5 years, and then I
Where did you write work?
Weigert Pibelswald.
Ah, no way.
Yes.
I used to shoot quite a bit for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago though. BMW.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah.
And so after 5 years, I thought that I had to do something like even more creative, and then I wrote a script, and that script turned out to be a primetime movie on ProSieben. That was my first movie.
Wow.
And then
It was called what?
Gonger. It's a mystery horror. German Gonger, G-O-N-G-E-R, G-O-N-G-E-R. And so we had.
I'll put it in the show notes.
We had a very good. We have very good. You don't call it quote, right? You call it whatever you call it, like people who turn into it. And so we were like the mystery authors in Germany. But 1 year later, I wrote it together with Errol Yeşilkaya, the most wonderful author from Der beste Tatortautor aller Zeiten.
Okay.
And so then we wrote the sequel, and it flopped.
Oh.
And we were like the worst authors of Germany.
Did you expect such success in your first try, or was it a complete surprise?
No, you don't really feel it because it wasn't not like winning the lottery, because we were, I don't know, we're paid okay, but you know, if you can say that in Germany, if you write you get like 45,000 euros if you're a beginner and you write a script. In the States, you wouldn't leave the house for that. Right? Not the first 10 pages. And so it wasn't like something big. But I got my first car and stuff like that. And after I wrote.
Question: you only wrote it, you didn't direct it, correct?
No, yes, no.
So when it was on television, what did you think? You saw it and you was like, oh yeah, well done, or did you say, oh, what the? Why? Because I mean, you're a director yourself, no?
Yeah, but you always think. I think, but if you write a book and someone does a movie, you always think like, the fuck is that? So yes, but the thing was worse with the second one. It was like, okay, we have to take our names from that thing.
Yeah.
And our agent said, no, keep the names there, it's all good. And then after that I did only an episode of a German crime series. And then I never wanted to write again. And then I wanted to be a director, and then I just directed a few music videos and a bit of commercials. And then I wanted to be a photographer when I turned 30. Danke dir.
Good idea.
And then I was a photographer for 15 years now, and I had a midlife crisis that like kept accumulating the last year. It's
a coach.
It's a coach, okay.
From California.
Thank you. And so 7 weeks ago, I was like waking up every day with a stomach full of fear, and I thought that I'm gonna die because I don't have any more money. I don't know what to do, and then I decided to talk to my iPhone and talk about style and men's clothing, something I love. And then suddenly, in the period of 5 weeks, I got 60,000 followers on Instagram. And now I'm beginning a new career in something that I always despised, being an influencer.
And beer influencer.
Okay.
So we are now, in Island Brewery, Carpinteria, California. Carpinteria, if you haven't been, lovely little town. I love it there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, good friends of mine live there.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's cheaper than LA, I guess. And this is his brewery. I find, I don't know, you may...
You should do something with photography.
There's no money in it.
Very nice.
Has a Jules Verne kind of vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
it's a bit like
those things were
at the end of Terminator 2, you know, when Arnie's playing.
Can I confess that I never finished a single Terminator?
What?
That's fucking boring.
Okay.
Is it not? Is your favorite? Anyway, so these are copper from the outside. The only brewery I've been in lately that had copper tanks or whatever.
Beautiful.
All right,
Beautiful
so
place.
Island Brewery, and we have a few more coming from Island Brewery. So this is apparently a blonde Kölsch style ale, and judging your face, it's pretty good.
Can I ask something? The understanding we have is there's a blonde, and then there's Kölsch, because Kölsch is a black beer. That's all. It's obergärig, and it's like it's not the same. So a blonde, it's like a Helles from Munich.
Kölsch should always be blonde. I don't understand why they put blonde in front of a Kölsch.
It's like a blonde.
Well, I mean, if you
It's
look
not
at
even
the colour,
Yeah.
that is a Kölsch to me.
Oh, is it?
It's slightly darker than a
wrong glasses.
Pilsner, but
It's
Wrong glass for it. Why do they drink Kölsch from those weird glasses?
it's still Hamburg for me.
so it stays cold and tasteless.
Okay.
Sorry, my wife is from Düsseldorf, so I'm a big Alt beer fan.
Don't mess with the wife if she's in that battle.
Yeah.
No.
Can I ask when you're going to be an actor? Because that's the next step, isn't it?
I already did it.
You did it.
Yeah. And I'm writing my book. Half of the book was already went into lectorat. What do you call it? Like into editing.
Cross-reading, I don't know.
And
Lecture?
I think you're gonna like it. It's a lot of sex and a lot of.
Yeah, I have been married recently for 30 years. I'm sure I'll love it. The wife never watches this far, so I'm good.
I'm married for. I'm married for 10 years now, or 9, or 8.
30. 30 years. Yeah, please make sure that you know your wedding date.
slight off flavour. I can't pinpoint the off flavour. It's a bit like nutty.
Orangey?
I don't think it should be nutty. Oh, orangey, yeah. Now it's that time to breathe. There are some hops there.
Austin Powers has completely ruined the term nutty for me.
What is there? Is it joke
Well,
in that?
no, he tastes what he thinks is a coffee, but it's basically a stool sample from someone. He goes, oh, it's kind of
It's
nutty.
nutty. Yeah, but we always, I think we say that. Oh, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's
No, it's not.
I wouldn't text anyone and go, hey, you got to check this out.
There's nothing to write home about, as you say.
Exactly.
I think it's a very beautiful term.
Soonish. So, Mr. from Soonish, John Carpenter, I believe.
Carpenter.
Yeah, John. Definitely John. I can show you John.
John Carpenter? He's brewer now.
Yeah. He was the first to say yes in this series. And he would be, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the term is a gypsy brewer because he doesn't actually currently have a brewery. He's always had breweries.
Yeah.
He brews at Boomtown.
Okay. Boomtown.
So the picture was taken at Boomtown where he brews his Soonish.
Wasn't the Mexican Boomtown too?
Correct. Yeah, we have more boom cut. We have more Boomtown coming.
I think we should.
What is it? What is it?
We should.
It's a natural beer, 4.25%.
But what kind
It's-
of?
It's tart.
Hired. Yeah, yes, hang on.
Tart
Yeah.
and.
Naturally gluten-free, sip and smile, heritage hooch, slightly tart, subtly
I don't know
sweet.
what tart is. I know what a tart is.
Yeah, that's it. Banana.
Lemon, I know.
Ian, I think it's your turn to explain what a tart is.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Okay.
Can I just
Can we?
Sorry,
Yes.
can I just go back to the gypsy brewing? We shouldn't really say that anymore.
Oh shit! Yeah, cuckoo.
We can say contract brewers.
Okay. We'll cut. Yes. Okay. True. So I would like to watch your face while tasting this, please.
Okay. Why is it so hazy?
It's a natural beer, I guess.
Yeah.
That means you didn't filter it, does
it's
it?
the yeast.
Irgendwas mit Face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wait. You know why it's good?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't taste like a beer. It's
That's
like,
right, right? It's
I'm
not like
having a bitter soda.
A drink of some sort.
Yeah. It's like a lemony drink with.
Let me sneak it. Yep. It is sour though.
It is sour, but I like
Definitely
it.
sour.
I could drink this on ice.
Yes, yeah, and I'm sure he doesn't mind. So, would you be offended if I had your beer on ice?
No.
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 But you did laugh earlier.
I laughed. But I wouldn't be offended. Do you get the sweaty socks?
I do.
Yeah.
Totally do. Sweaty socks.
Yeah, but yeah, sweaty.
You would need if you no, I'm not no.
Hmm.
A few more jokes up my sleeve I won't let out.
Okay, good.
Now, sweaty socks, the aroma that you get from sweaty socks, it's a special type of yeast that comes from the Brussels area of Belgium. And that is called Brett, can't remember the full name, but that is basically
Gluten-free.
the type of yeast that sours beer, and there's a beer type called Goza.
Yeah.
And it has to be brewed in the Seine Valley area of Belgium
Okay.
to be able to have this name. So this is why they've used that yeast because you can smell the yeast in the aroma, but this is why they've called it
This one?
Sorry, this one. They haven't called it a Geuser, they've called it a natural sour beer. Okay, they've definitely used that yeast.
John,
Nice touch.
if you watch this, I do like it. My face might not have said it, but I like it.
Yeah.
And thanks for hooking me up with it. Sorry to be so pushy. Moving on to the next one.
Oh.
Take your time.
Mr. Pushy.
Yeah.
Mr. Pushy.
That's in my name. So this is called the Nose Job by Boomtown Brewery, and I have another picture to share from Boomtown because so far we only saw.
Nose job?
Yeah, Nose Job.
Oh, cool. I'm having my nose done. What happens?
Ooh.
Oh, is it a nose job?
Hello, yeah.
What happens?
Fuck it.
Lovely.
What happens if a Jewish man with a full erection runs against the wall? He breaks his nose.
Yeah, I might have to cut that, but
No, no, it's told it's told by every Jewish actor on TV.
this is the lady behind this beer.
She won't break her nose. It's okay.
She's not breaking her nose. Very nice.
Boomtown Brewery.
Beautiful. Oh, but this tastes like IPA.
Yeah.
This smells like IPA.
Well, this is our first real IPA.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because yours wasn't, as we know.
Yeah, wow.
Well, and the game.
Oh, it
Amazing
smells.
aroma.
Yeah,
Amazing aroma.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. We have to drink it. Okay.
That's fresh too, eh?
Jesus.
Yeah, it's, well, I grabbed it from the brewery
Weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Yeah.
You can smell it.
I'm gonna regret that.
Can I just say,
Yes.
this is absolutely outstanding. This is
Boomtown Brewery,
one of
Arts
the
District,
best
Los Angeles.
IPAs I've had in a long time.
So, what's your take on this? Is it terrible?
No,
But
not at all.
You don't love it?
No, the thing is that if I start with one beer, I love to finish my 7 beers off with the same beer. But if it's just like if I'm having it on daytime, day drinking. Day drinking is not 7
best.
beers. It's the best. Of course, it's the best. Everybody knows that. No, but day drinking is for me is 1 beer or 2 beers, and this is when I could enjoy an IPA.
Yeah. Okay.
Now this beer, it's so well balanced that I could really drink 4 or 5 of them,
Yeah.
and then I'd probably fall asleep. But
Yeah.
you know, that's my problem with hazy beers.
But this one is not.
I can have half a can.
Right.
No, exactly. I can
Yeah,
have
yeah.
half a can, and I don't think I want any more.
Oh, all right,
I can have 1 can, and then because of the sweetness,
Mm-hmm.
this is completely balanced. There's a bitterness there.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, but not overly
Cuts,
bitter.
cuts it, like it makes you want to go back and have more. Yes.
I just want to say that there's a service in Germany. It's called Flaschenpost in Hamburg, and the good thing on Flaschenpost is that you call them, and then they carry all that heavy stuff up. You know, the crates of beer. So what happened is that you pay a lot more,
Of course.
if you don't. And then I thought, no, you know what? I'm not going to get those by myself, and I am an old man. I'm not carrying them, but let him do it. He gets a good tip from me. And so I spend, I think for 3 crates, I always order 3 crates of Bitburger. So I spend, I think like 60 euros for 3 crates of Bitburger. And then I never thought about how often I have to get new ones.
Talks to the camera.
I never thought about that. You know what? 4 or 5 days. 3 crates of Bitburger. 4 or 5 days in our home. Because Henrique drinks all the beer, I drink 8 or 7 a night. So we're done in 4 days. Do you know how much money that is? Bitburger, you know what I'm doing? I'm financing your son college, Clown's College. Send me crates of beer. Okay, we're done.
Yes. In the show notes, if you have problems with alcohol, you click on the link.
I don't have, without.
Cut. Nice. Du kannst nicht ernsthaft jeden Tag Bier trinken.
Oh,
Wie machst du das?
ich esse nicht.
Du isst nichts, verstehe.
Aber sag mal,
Lass laufen.
ich kann mich hier so hinsetzen und sagen, hallo, mein Name ist Ben.
Mein Gott.
Ich bin ein Alkoholiker. So hätten wir jetzt anfangen müssen.
Hallo, mein
Du
Name
bist der
ist
erste Mensch, der zu mir sagt, dass das nicht geht.
Hermosa Brewing Company. Hazy as fuck. New England IPA. Brewed by this lovely lady that I can show you here.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely hazy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go easy on you, right?
Please go easy on me.
I'm going to go heavy on you then.
Heavy on me.
And easy on me ist jetzt auch nicht, das ist auch schon eine ganze Menge.
Ja.
Oh, you always have to remind me to drink, to speak English. Drink English.
Yeah, drink English, speak French.
Needs to be warmer.
Needs to be warm.
It smells good though.
Smells good. Smells good.
Smells
Ladies first.
Good. Smells good. Smells good. Looks good.
Thank you.
You're not drinking
Beer's
this, are
not
you?
bad too.
I like it. I would.
Oh yes. You know why you like it?
I do know why you like it. Cut. I do know why I like it, but why do you think I like it?
Because of the bitterness.
Yeah. The hoppiness and the bitterness. Yeah. Which is partly why he doesn't like it.
This is like the worst.
Good to have you here. Thank you. And you.
That's a great idea.
Makes me even sicker.
I can have you. I can have them send you 2 dozen.
So, and there, I'm not slandering anything. I'm just saying that this is very bitter. For me, this is very sour. It is very. No,
It's
you
bitter,
would,
I
you would
agree
call
that.
it something else.
It's sour
You know,
from somebody who's not used to this
Yeah.
amount
Yeah.
of hops.
Helge Schneider would say, es ragt etwas spitz in den Hals.
Very good. Yeah, you know, my palette is pizza and pasta. No, it's.
What about tacos? You must
Oh,
love
I
tacos.
love tacos. Oh, I love tacos. No, really, it's a
But you know what
it's a
you-
bit harsh.
What, tacos?
No,
This one, yeah. But you know where you lose me on your influencing? At
don't.
In and Out. I don't. I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so In and Out is crap anyway.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm a
You are?
I'm a home vegan and a traveling pescatarian. When I'm traveling,
Yeah.
I eat fish,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at home I'm vegan.
How long?
Vegan a year and a half, vegetarian 10, 12 years. So the good news about that is you can be chubby and vegetarian. So if you're worried about being vegetarian and super slim, don't worry. You can be chubby. Yeah.
That's
when-
good
when-
news.
Yeah, isn't it great news?
Can I ask you when you bought this can?
I did
It's
not
very, very fresh.
I did not buy it
Okay,
per
when
se.
did you-
It was given to
when
me
did you
4
acquire
weeks ago
this can? 4 weeks ago. Okay.
in the factory or in the brewery.
Okay. Because there's no date. There's no best before. There's no candle that I can see.
Finished.
So
You must like it.
Oh, yeah. I grew to like it.
I think this is possibly even too fresh.
Too fresh. That is possible.
Yeah.
So what would happen
Yeah.
if we waited?
It would calm down a little bit. So this
Okay, so
aggression that Ben is feeling.
Yeah.
So I
quite
flew
enough.
over
like
here.
like the last one.
So I flew over here with it 2 weeks ago. Maybe the shaking, the traveling.
No.
It's not- yeah, it doesn't matter?
No.
Dat is allemaal.
Sage, hippie stout, farm to glass.
Ooh. Looks dangerous.
I know.
And even a bit red.
I know you love a stout. No,
Is it there?
Ian. Nice. But what can I do? This kid doesn't want it.
Oh, that smells good.
So, how I came across this brewery? Trying to source myself a pair of new shoes, I walked past Sage Brewery.
Yeah.
And I was like, note to self, Sage Brewery. Bought the shoes, went back, and then they said, nope, we're fully booked. And I said, no, because I could see tables. They said, yeah, they're already reserved and whatnot. I said, what about the bar? And they said, yeah, you can sit at the bar. So I sat at the bar. Lady comes and says, are you here for the beers or do you want to see the menu? And I said, I want to see the menu, but I'm totally here for the beers. And she says, Good, I am the brewer.
Wow.
And I said, what? This is my first night in LA on the last trip. And I said, so you are the brewer of this? And she said, sure. And I said, okay, great, because I want to do this series, I want to photograph brewers, do you want to be part of it? And she said, sure. And she was the first appointment that I did. I photographed her, and she explained me everything. She gave me a flight of a tasting tray, as we say in Germany.
Yeah.
Love that place. I went there like 3 or 4 times. It was like a 10-minute walk from my place.
Oh look, there's some burnt rubber in there.
Burnt rubber. Hang on, let me go back. Not in
There's something smoky, Bernie. No. No, please taste. There's something smoking. If it's Rinde, Baumrinde, smoking Baumrinde.
Rinde, was ist denn nochmal Rinde?
Birch. Nee.
Birch?
Birch, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the black malt. I'm pretty sure they use black malt.
And how does the malt get black? By fire, by sowing. It is a smoky.
There you go.
It is a smoky.
Oh, so cozy up with a hippie stout. This smooth stout gets its flavour from delicious carob and cascade hops grown on our regenerative farm, balanced with sweet coconut, giving your palate the experience of a relaxing barefoot walk in nature.
How come your eyes are so good?
Because
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what the fuck? How can you read this?
Because it's a good readable label.
You don't have
That's
any
why.
any.
Well done.
Do you have any things in here?
And sage. No.
Contacts?
No, I'm pretty blind, but I can read this.
I'm doing something wrong. Okay.
Fantastic beer.
Yeah, right?
Amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Oh.
This is pretty extreme for taste. This is.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Like the coconut is there.
Yeah.
Massively. The chocolate is there, or the
Carob.
carob is there. The black malt, the
Burning.
smokiness is there.
Smokiness.
Like everything in one little.
I think it's very nicely balanced. I really like this
Yeah.
beer, stout.
Yeah.
Hippie stout.
Do you know who Smokey the Bear is? Yeah.
The bear warning of forest fires.
Yeah. Love him. Great guy.
Yeah, a little bit random at this point, but yeah.
Sorry.
Love her, him, it as well. Those were the people we just drank the beers off. Try to be really professional. Ian, thank you very much. Ben, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Irgendwas mit Bier.
And thanks for the beer, everyone.
Thanks for the beer, everyone.
Something with beer. California Brewers Edition.